Good morning, 1-2s. How are you? I hope everyone's doing well in our last week of learning from home. I'm here with your maths lesson today. So got a little PowerPoint to show you. I'm just going to open that up. Just take me a second. We'll get that playing. Okay, so today we're looking at fact families, and I know that you guys did some work with fact families last week when you had Miss Stevens for maths, and I really enjoyed seeing all the wonderful work that you did. So we're going to practice that again today. First of all, though, I've listed a link here and I've popped it up on ClassTag as well for a little maths warm-up game. Just something to get our brains ticking over, get our math brains switched on. So this is a different version of the game Get Out of My House, which I know you played last week or possibly the week before. But this version looks at number sequencing. So that's putting numbers in the correct order. And that's a really important skill in maths and one that we should be practicing all the time. So have a look at the link that's up there and have a go at playing this version of Get Out of My House. When you've done that, come back to this video. Okay, our learning intention for our main activity today is I can do simple additions and subtractions using a range of strategies. Okay, and our success criteria today is practicing our fact families will help us reach today's learning intention. So if we practice our fact families, that will help us reach our goal of being able to do additions and subtractions or pluses and takeaways with a range of different strategies. Let's just remind ourselves of what a fact family is. So a fact family is a group of maths facts that use the same numbers. So I've got an example here. I might say that 8, 5, and 3 are all in a family. And if I work out that 5 plus 3 equals 8, then I know some other maths facts without even needing to work them out. I know, for example, that 3 plus 5 equals 8. I know that 8 take away 5 equals 3. And I also know that 8 take away 3 equals 5. So that's 4 math facts I know there, which is pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to stop that PowerPoint and show you what your activity is today. So if you have Post-it notes, you can use Post-it notes. I didn't have any Post-it notes, so I've just used a yellow piece of paper here. You can make yours a bit smaller than mine. I made mine quite big, so it's easy for you guys to see at home. But I want you to fold your yellow piece of paper in half, or it can be any colour, doesn't have to be yellow. Fold it in half, stick it down in your book, and then cut in half like that. Okay, we get a piece of paper, fold it in half, put glue on one half and stick it down, and then cut these fluffy bits in half. So it should look like mine. Mums and dads and grown-ups, I'll pop some photos on ClassTag as well. Then you need a dice. I've got one here, and I'm going to roll this number, I'm going to roll this dice 2 times to get the first 2 numbers in my fact family. So let's have a look. Oh, I've rolled it, and I've gotten a 6. So up here in my first square, I'm going to draw those 6 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to roll again to get my second number. What number is that? A 3. So I'm going to draw 3 dots in my second square, and then I'll show you. Okay. Ooh. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add these numbers together to make my first fact in my fact family. So I'm going to add 6 and 3, and I think I'll use counting on for my strategy. So when we count on, we always count on from the big number, which for me was 6, and then I'm going to count on the next 3. So 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, that's my first fact, and I'm going to write that down. 6 plus 3 equals 9. There it is. But now I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to try adding those in the opposite order. 3 plus 6. I'm going to write it down. And if I had a number line handy, I might use a number line for this one, but 3 plus 6 is also 9. So here we are. I've got my first 2 facts. 6 plus 3 equals 9, and 3 plus 6 also equals 9, and that's what my page looks like. So I know that 6 plus 3 equals 9, and I also know that 3 plus 6 equals 9. Time to see if we can find some more facts. Okay, so now I'm going to use my giant post-it note to do some takeaways. And in this one, I start with the big number. And I say it like this: 9 take away 3. 9 take away 3 equals 6. So I'm going to write that down. 9 take away 3 equals 6. Let's see if I can do that the other way. So this time I'll fold that over. Still going to start with the big number. 9 take away 6 equals 3. Another fact for my facts family. Let's write that down. 9 take away 6 equals 3. So you can see that from these 3 numbers, I've come up with 4 facts, and I've written them down. So that's what you're going to do today, 1s and 2s. You're going to use post-it notes or another piece of paper. It doesn't have to be a post-it note. And you're going to use a dice. If you don't have a dice at home, I have put a link to where you can roll a dice online, which is pretty cool. And you're going to come up with some fact families for me. There are a couple of extension options. If you feel like your child has really mastered fact families with small numbers, then I've listed a couple of extension activities that they might like to try as well. Give it a go. If you get stuck, don't forget you can message your classroom teacher for a bit of extra help. That's what we're here for. But I look forward to seeing all the wonderful fact families you come up with. Thanks, kids. Bye.